Well, it is a frigid Tuesday. Um, Nick and I just did the equipment run through. Been all over the place. I'll back way up. That's my son coming in bringing large binoculars to go in the equipment locker. I'm doing my vlog, so.
Alrighty.
Say hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Okay. Okay, we're done. Well, you can stay if you want to, but we're done doing anything. I'm not going to work on that computer. I'm not in the mood for it.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go mess with the trucks.
Okay. Doing my vlog. Okay, like I said, backing way up. This morning about 5 o'clock, thereabouts, my wife got up to let the dogs outside. And there in our yard was a brand new baby goat. And she brought it in. It's in a box in the parlor, so I've got livestock in my parlor again. That's okay. If it makes happy wife, happy life. But I took Linda to a late breakfast, and then we went and looked to see if Matt's Jenny donkey had a baby yet. We don't know. She was in the barn. We couldn't see her. Then we went up a steep drive by Jerry's stepmom, or his mom's house, to Lodge 1. We'd come around and said, "Oh, I wouldn't want to try to get up there," or something like that. Linda said, "Well, do you want to try it?" "Yeah." So I pushed the button on that old van. That thing just smooth as a baby's bottom. I mean, that thing tracks in this ice like it was made for it. So we did that and then came back, and then I had to take Nick to Walmart to get human baby bottles because the livestock bottle Linda's got is too big for that baby goat to drink out of. She probably doesn't weigh 3 pounds. And I'm hoping it lives through it. Said a prayer for it. But then, like I said, Nick and I had to go to Walmart. So while I was at Walmart, I had a good conversation with Brother Larry Fry, Pastor Fry.
I'm pilfering your coffee.
Yeah, why don't you pilfer my coffee and sit down there and drink it?
I will. Thank you.
But I had a couple other things I wanted to do today, and it's just not going to get done, and let me explain why. I don't want to. It is nasty outside. It's supposed to come in here and be just absolutely... we have ice coming. We do. That's what I'm hearing and seeing. I don't know, but I believe we do. Went up like I said, drove up that steep hill next to Ivanel's house, Ivanel Pletcher, to Lodge 1, and I went up the drive. Then that old van just... So later, when Linda and I got home, I parked out in front of the shop where I parked my van, and I called Jerry and said, "Well, if you boys get stuck in them four-wheel drive Toyotas, let me know, and I'll come pull you out." And I told my preacher that. He laughed, thought it was funny. But it's the only vehicle we've got on this place that's equipped to do ice and it did real well going to Walmart. It had a little bit of jerkiness due to the gas, and Nick bought me some B12, put in there, and it seems to have repaired it.
Definitely helping.
It's helping it. What else is going on? Well, the economy is probably actually literally getting ready to die off here in America. So you better be prepared for it. Don't take out any credit cards. Don't buy anything you don't have to have. I talked to my sweetheart last night, and I'd been praying about this pretty hard. So what we're going to be doing, because she's older like me and she can't get down on her knees in the garden, so my boys and I are going to build her a bunch of raised beds. And that is what we're going to do to make her a garden. And that is how it's going to be. We've got one bathtub Nick built for me that we're going to use that as a raised bed. We need to get them set up and get a fence around them so the goats can't get into them. And we can do that. And it's to make sure we have food later. You know, we got a lot of canned goods. We got a lot of livestock. We're not going to have chickens anymore. They don't produce enough eggs, and even when they produce an overabundance of eggs, we don't eat them. And they're just nasty, and they're expensive. So we're going to grow, Linda's going to grow stuff. She's got a green thumb. She really does, which I'm thankful for. And we're going to put in an orchard and a few other things. But I also believe we're not that far off from World War III. I hate bringing that up, but I really see that on the horizon. I see it coming. You need to make sure you've got something like that and something like what's hanging on my wall up there to my left. I'll see if I can scoot the camera over, see if I can keep from doing the algorithms. Get some of those right there. Pew-pews. Learn how to use them. We also have bows. We got all kinds of stuff. We do know how to use them. And mainly for two reasons: self-defense, number one, and number two, learn how to hunt. If you don't know how, learn. If you don't live out in the country and you can't have livestock, then you need to learn how to hunt. Because hunting is a viable source of protein. And I'm going to tell you, when the economy goes really bad south, you're not going to be able to go to the store, number one. Number two, you're not going to be able to get the supplements that are required to be healthy if you're a total vegetarian. God did not make us to be vegetarians, regardless of what some churches teach. You have canines. Canines are meant for one thing: ripping meat. So you're supposed to be an omnivore. That's how God made you. Now, I'm going to get off of here, and this is going to be another one of those short vlogs. Gotta get me a sip. If you live in an area where it's going to ice down, you need to find you an alternate source of heat. We've got that. We've got generators and we've got propane heat. you need to be able to stay warm, because the temperatures out there are really, really bad right now. But know this crippled old fat man loves you. I do, with my entire heart, with my whole heart. I want God to bless you. I do. And I pray for everybody. I do. And like the sign up there says, be kind. Now, kindness is its own reward. Bye.